In a small town wrapped in green hills and towering trees, Dr. Helen Day was a smart scientist known for her love of facts and her deep skepticism towards faith. For Helen, life revolved around what could be observed, tested, and understood. People admired her intellect but noticed her reluctance to accept anything she couldn't see or explain. The town was close-knit, filled with friendly neighbors, laughter, and the cheerful sounds of nature. Each autumn, the leaves would change into vibrant oranges and reds, making the town look like a picture from a storybook. One crisp morning in October, the town woke to shocking news. The sun peeked through a thin layer of clouds, casting a golden glow over the streets when an event changed everything. Sister Agnes, a beloved nun known for her kindness and compassion, was found dead in her convent. Her sudden death left everyone feeling confused, sad, and apprehensive. The news spread quickly, and whispers fluttered around like fallen leaves in the wind. Friends of Sister Agnes shared their favorite memories, talking about her generous spirit and how she always lent a listening ear or offered wise advice when needed. Her absence created a deep void. Even the birds seemed quieter, as if they, too, mourned her loss. The local detective began investigating, searching for clues about what had happened. People wondered who would harm someone so loved. Helen listened to the murmurs and felt a pull to find out what really happened. Driven by a fierce curiosity and her interest in solving puzzles, Helen decided to visit the convent. Stepping through the heavy wooden doors, she was hit with a wave of emotions. Memories flooded back, the fragrance of fresh flowers filling the air, the soft sounds of prayers echoing in the hallways. As Helen explored, she stumbled upon a hidden room she had never noticed before. Dust danced in the sunlight as she opened a creaky door, revealing shelves packed with ancient books. The air smelled of old paper and secrets waiting to be uncovered. With trembling hands, she pulled out a book. As she flipped through the brittle pages filled with strange symbols, she felt a chill run down her spine. Some symbols seemed familiar, while others were completely foreign. They appeared to tell tales of disasters and warnings, prophecies that hinted at something terrible looming on the horizon. Determined to uncover the mystery, Helen began to take notes. She thought that perhaps her scientific skills could help her make sense of the strange messages. Maybe understanding these texts could lead her to what really happened to Sister Agnes. She felt on the edge of an important discovery. In her pursuit of answers, she met Father Dominic, a priest from the town who was also struggling with the loss of Sister Agnes. He was heartbroken and confused, wrestling with questions that made it hard for him to focus. How could someone so good be taken away? When Helen and Father Dominic came together, their partnership was a mix of faith and logic. She relied on the facts and science, while he brought in spiritual insights and teachings. At first, they found it challenging to align their perspectives, but shared a goal to honor Sister Agnes's memory. They spent long hours together, immersed in research. They visited old libraries with wooden shelves lined with books that had thick layers of dust, whispered stories of the past waiting to be uncovered. They explored stunning old churches with high ceilings and colorful stained glass. As they sifted through texts, they discovered that a secret group might be involved in something much darker than they realized. This group believed in fulfilling prophecies that seemed to predict disasters. They thought chaos would bring about a new world order, a different kind of balance. The more Helen and Dominic uncovered, the more dangerous their situation became. They were no longer just trying to uncover a murder. They were trying to stop a terrible event that might affect their entire town. As they walked deeper into the mystery, strange things started to happen. Helen began having nightmares filled with thoughts of darkness and fear. She would wake up in a panic, her heart racing, wondering about the implications of their findings. Dominic, on the other hand, felt the weight of their discoveries as though they were shadows stalking him, clinging tightly to his conscience. One evening, while examining old maps and notes, they received an anonymous letter. The warning was clear: stop digging, or you will regret it. The letter sent chills through Helen. they were being watched. But Helen's determination to uncover the truth burned brighter. She knew they had to keep going, no matter the risks. Finally, their investigation led them to a confrontation with the people behind the dark plot. The atmosphere was heavy with tension as they faced the group that sought to bring the predictions to life. Fear gripped their hearts as they realized just how serious the threat was. But they stood firm, united in their resolve to protect their town. In that thrilling moment, they had to confront the darkness not only outside but also within themselves. It was a test of their courage and beliefs. The struggle was intense, but it pushed both Helen and Dominic to new heights of understanding. After a challenging fight, they emerged victorious, managing to stop the group's sinister plan. A wave of relief washed over them as they grasped the magnitude of their accomplishments. Their battle against the darkness had not only saved their town, but also sparked growth within both of them. Emerging from the chaos, Helen felt transformed. She began to understand that some truths are bigger than what can be proved through science alone. There were feelings, hope, and mysteries that made life richer. On the other hand, Dominic discovered new depths to his faith, realizing that struggles could lead to strength and understanding. Together, they found a way to blend science and faith, discovering that both have valuable lessons to offer. When they returned to the town, their story inspired others. People began discussing their beliefs, reflecting on the mysteries of life, and exploring how faith and logic could coexist. Children gathered around the storytellers, eager to hear what the duo had uncovered. The life of Sister Agnes, once marked by tragedy, transformed into a beautiful legacy of hope and inspiration. For Helen and Dominic, this adventure was just the beginning of a lasting friendship. They decided to continue exploring life's mysteries together. They understood that the journey ahead would involve ups and downs, discoveries, and challenges. But they felt ready to face it all, knowing that they would stand by each other through thick and thin. As they moved forward, Helen often found herself gazing at the starlit sky, pondering the vastness of the universe.